Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, PTL Empowerment. So good to have you. If you are viewing my videos for the very first time, thanks for coming. And please don't leave until you subscribe. Send me a comment, and if there's anything that I say in this video that resonates with you, confirm to you, I want you to give me a big thumbs up. That's right, give me a big thumbs up. So without any further ado, this morning as I awoke, I just felt a burden to really come and be as real as I possibly can and share with you this morning. And the title of this video is Dear Imperfect Me. Dear Imperfect Me. And in a world like it is today, that so many are struggling with various things, I look at my own imperfections and where I'm coming from, and I would tend to speak to that imperfect me, hence my attire. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." And if you will be honest, you would know that, and you will confess that there were many imperfections within yourself that you probably even struggle with. But I'm going to talk about some of mine, and I'm also going to be talking about others that I have identified, and from persons sharing with me about their own struggles. So to the imperfect me who struggled with finding out who I am, who struggled with identity, who struggled with acceptance, to that imperfect me who cried herself to sleep many nights because of a mother who was trying to find her own identity, and a father who really did not know how to deal with a female daughter, but spent most of his time with his male sons, teaching them what it is to be a masculine, but forgetting that the female daughter needed his love and attention just as much as the male son. But because he couldn't identify with the female daughter, she was left alone. She was left alone to her own thoughts and her own feelings. To that imperfect me who struggled to find who she really was, and felt that other people confirmed her identity. To that imperfect me who threw tantrums when she didn't get her way. To that imperfect me who may have cut herself because the pain was so great and didn't know what outlet to use, so figured that cutting themselves, having a reason for the pain, made more sense than just feeling that pain and not understanding where that pain is coming from. To that imperfect me husband who didn't come up having a mother or a father that confirmed him as an individual, that gave him the attention that he needed, but it was only speak when you're spoken to, or you don't have a voice until you're asked a question, or find something to do just to move out of my way. So to that imperfect husband who even now struggles with accepting themselves and not knowing how to express themselves to their wife, to that imperfect wife who's hurting deep within because she's not getting the love that she requires from that imperfect man, and she feels that he just don't love her, not recognizing that he is only reenacting or living out what he would have experienced in his youth. So her wanting his love and him not knowing how to express it because there was no expressions of love during his time, or even for him to emanate to that expression, to that imperfect me who tries to be good for everybody else, but somehow is losing the battle within, wondering if the decisions made were actually the right decisions, if the career path chosen was actually the right career path, because somehow the fulfillment of it has faded away and there's no more joy, even though there is a level of perfection, knowing what to do, how to do it, and how to gain the applause. To that imperfect me that is crying out within, asking, will the situation that is contrary to what I want, what I desire, would it ever change and be actually what I'm longing and dreaming for it to be? And because of the doubts, sometimes feel like giving up and going back. To that imperfect me that struggles to be liked and accepted, to be in the circle where it seems like everyone else has it together. To that imperfect me that is trying to conform just to be accepted. Conform in ways that I may know it is wrong. Conform to ways that may be hurting me. Conform to ways that I'm not even accustomed to. But because it brings some level of acceptance, I have allowed myself to be carried away by that acceptance. To that imperfect me that everyone thinks I have it together, but that runs away and is unable to hold the tears back because I'm hurting so much on the inside. To that imperfect me that at times can't even look myself in the mirror because I just feel that I don't match up. I don't see the beauty that maybe even others try to confirm to me. I just can't see it because of the brokenness, because of the pain. To that imperfect me that has relinquished my powers and has allowed other influences or influencers to take me down a path that I'm not happy about. To that imperfect me that lies on my bed at night and asks, why does it hurt so much? Why can't I seem to get it? Why do I feel like such a failure? To that imperfect me that struggles ever so often and wonder, will it ever change? To that imperfect me, I would say life happens. I would say you will always have pain. You would always have hurt. There would always be heartaches. There would always be disappointments. There will always be rejections. You will never be good enough to a particular person. That to that imperfect me, I would remind them that the burdens that you carry can only be lifted when you put your trust in the Almighty God. To that imperfect me, I would come before the altar and cast every care and allow that me to know that it's going to be okay. To that imperfect me, I would wrap my arms around and say, even if you messed it up, even if you failed, even if you disappointed, even if you got angry, even if you cheated, even if you can't get it together all the time, even if you feel alone, even if you don't understand, even if it looks hopeless, to that imperfect me, I would say rest. Rest in the never changing bosom of God. To that imperfect me, I would say it's still gonna work out. To that imperfect me, I would say, have hope and have trust. To that imperfect me, I would say, there's absolutely no perfection in anything or anyone but in God Himself. To that imperfect me, I would remind them that the perfect one holds the imperfect one in His arms and loves that imperfect one just as if that imperfect one is perfect. So to that imperfect me, I would say, lift your head, dry your tears, say a prayer, and be confident that He who has begun a good work in you is faithful to perform it. To that imperfect me, I would say, it's okay to be imperfect. There is some kind of beauty in the imperfections. There's some kind of amazing transformation that can take place with the imperfect me. So, to all of you out there who are having imperfect me moments, I want to assure you that it's okay. I want to assure you that if you trust, that it will work out. I want to assure you that there's nothing on this earth that is perfect, but He who lives within you is all perfection. And if you but trust Him, you will come through victorious. Love you, and just love yourself. Love yourself, but most of all, allow God to love you, to embrace you, and to give to you what only He can give. So, chosen ones, I pray that you were encouraged as we spoke to the imperfect me. God bless you and have an amazing day. You are great and you're going to make it. Bye for now. Tune into my next video coming very soon. Blessings on you.